Good morning, friends. Oh my gosh, look at all this bedhead going on. It is morning time. It is Monday, and we're here on Mystic Minute, the collective energy reading mini series podcast thingy that we've been doing here for a little while now, where we collectively come together and discuss the energy that we need to be most mindful of in our upcoming week, and really dive deep and talk about how we can vibe best with that energy to serve our highest selves. So without further ado, let's get started. This week, our energy comes to us through the Judgment card in our major arcana of our Mystic Mondays tarot deck. So I love this card so much. When we see it first, we might get a little like, judgment. I don't know how I feel about that. But hey, it's cool because this card is kind of telling us to trust in our judgment, okay? So this isn't like having judgment for things or feeling judged for anything. This card is really all about connecting with your intuition and being able to come from your heart space when you make good choices, good judgment calls. Coming off of the full moon energy that we are still vibing with, this is a cool message because it's really saying, hey, right now, this week is a good time for us to do a little self-prioritizing. That full moon energy really encompasses refreshing, recharging, realigning, and we did a lot of that coming into this full moon out of last week's reading, and now we're being called to really reflect on these things that we have brought to the light. We've reached kind of like a checkpoint, and now is a good time to do just that, to check in with ourselves. When we sit with ourselves and really reevaluate, really prioritize looking at what is making us feel the way that it's making us feel, we're able to better recognize those patterns that might not be the most productive patterns, and then in turn we're able to stop them. We have that power. We are that powerful. So in our week, when we're faced with decisions, and it might be, mundane decisions that we are facing every day, and we're kind of on autopilot in responding to those choices, maybe this is the week where we can kind of step up a little bit and be like, okay, I've been participating in this, I've been indulging in this, and that's cool. It was serving me then, but I don't think I'm totally jamming with it now. I don't think it's vibing with my frequency. And that's cool because we evolve and we change. And so the Judgment card is really coming to us this week to reassure us that if we feel like we need to reevaluate things, if we feel like some things that were working for us aren't working for us now, that's okay. Make that judgment call. Listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid of making that call to change, because change is where we grow, okay? It might be uncomfortable sometimes, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But when we really get down to the nitty-gritty of it, we know when something's not working for us, okay? And we can feel it. I know you can feel it when something's just not there anymore. It's not working for you. It could have been something that you loved to do, and now you just really don't feel like you want to do it anymore. That's cool, okay? Run with that. It's like literally an open door, and then it's like showing you that there's another door that's open down the path too. So like, it's cool. Make that judgment call to switch it up a little bit, because change is good. Embrace it. Follow the path that feels good. It'll lead you to where you need to be. It'll lead you to other open doors, other opportunities, whatever, okay? So coming into our oracle card, of course, we have another like door portal scene because synchronicities, right? Our oracle card from our Starseed Oracle deck this week is entitled The Golden Children, and these golden children are said to be kind of like newer humans. To get into the woo-woo stuff really briefly, they're said to have incarnated very recently on Earth, coming from the sun. And these beings are really just beings of light. They have a very unique intelligence, but because of this like otherworldly intelligence, if they're not supported in the right ways for this lifetime on this planet, in this dimension, they can struggle with that. And so when we are given the message from the Golden Children through this card, it's a message of a new beginning, a new start, but it's also a message of remember to be nurturing, okay, of this golden child, this inner child inside of you that is so innocent and so pure and has such a drive to do good and spread light in the world. Be mindful of that. Nurture her or him. Really treat yourself with love and compassion in this next little phase that we are going to go through this next week, because we are learning to really trust our intuition. We're learning to live from that heart space. We're learning to let our gut guide us. And when we do so, we're being led down our proper path. It might not always feel like we're doing what we should do. Okay, there's that should from the other week as well. But we need to be more nurturing of that, okay? We need to treat ourselves with more love and more kindness. We need to be gentler with ourselves, because when we treat ourselves more tenderly and when we treat others more tenderly, we are allowing for this space of safeness, this space of beauty, where we can let that innocence, that purity come out and not be afraid to truly shine. We're able to really hold appreciation for all of the phases, okay, and all of the decisions that we've made, and also appreciation for who we've grown to be and how we have grown to make these new decisions, okay, to make these good judgment calls that we're really working on and that we feel that we need to shift. Okay, well, let's channel that. Let's harness that moon manifestation energy in manifesting some serious love and appreciation for ourselves, because we're doing the work, okay? We're finally recognizing the things that we need to change. And this is our call, our judgment call, to make those positive shifts, embrace those positive shifts. And so, of course, our affirmation for the week flows so beautifully in with all of the messages. Here it is appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. The full moon energy is heavy with this one. This affirmation is so beautiful in the fact that it is solidifying that if we hold more appreciation for ourselves when we're doing the work and when it feels hard, acknowledging like, hey, I love you, you're doing so good, you're doing a great job, keep going, keep recognizing the things that aren't working, keep making those shifts, because when you do, you're unblocking whatever it is that is blocking your power to attract everything that you could possibly want and need in this life and on this earth. And that is so, so cool. So hone in on these messages, channel this energy going into your week, heavy full moon vibes. If you're feeling called to really do some manifestation work, okay, it's a great time to really sit down with yourself, make a list of the things that you want, be specific, okay? I find that the more specific I am with what I want in saying and affirming what I want and what I know to be true, that's when the shifts are a bit more obvious. For me, I'm not gonna go on autopilot this week. I'm gonna be mindful of feeling those feels and really deciding on what is working for me, trusting in my intuition and letting my gut guide me in making decisions, judgment calls that need to be made in order for me to let that light really shine, let that inner light, that true, pure, innocent, authentic, genuine, intelligent light shine through and bring to me what is rightfully mine, and I'm gonna hold appreciation for the fact that I can do all of this and that I have the knowledge and all of those beautiful things that I just listed to unblock myself and allow my super attractor power to really shine. And I hope, I hope that you will do the same this week. We're making it, guys. We're getting there, okay? And I mean, it's a journey, and it's always a journey. We're always going to be working and growing and getting there, but it feels so good when things are flowing and when we're tuned in to these energies. And so just thank you for being here this week to discuss this with us. Just the fact that you're watching this right now shows that you're doing some sort of work, and that's so beautiful in itself. So I thank you. I love you. I'm sending lots of love and light with these beautiful messages of self-affirmation and trusting in your intuition and that inner guidance that we're learning to listen to more, that we're learning to really channel more, we're learning to use more to help us shine and help us get to where we need to be, unblocked, unbound, and just open to receiving all that is good and that is coming to us. I love you guys. I love these messages. I know you do too. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.